Hey everyone, welcome back to Positively Fishing. Today I am back out on the Mississippi River and I'm chasing after walleyes and saugers. My plan today is to try a whole bunch of different things. I want to throw the whole bag at them. I want to try blade baits. I want to try jigging wraps. I want to try plastics. I want to try live bait. I want to try Dubuque rigs. I want to try everything that I normally try down here and see if I can figure out what they're doing today. It's been about a week and a half or so since I've been down here, so I'm not really sure what's going to be the best tactic today, but my plan is to find out. Let's get right to it. Stay tuned. So right now I'm just trying to figure out a pattern here. I've tried a few different things. I've tried a jig and wrap, tried a Dubuque rig a little bit. Like I said, I'm just trying to figure out what they are after. So right now I'm just vertical jigging right down the channel with a 3/8 ounce blade bait, letting it drop to the bottom, ripping it up, trying to not overwork the bait. I'm using a medium light, extra fast rod, which means I need to give it a little more pop than I would if I was using like a medium fast rod. But all I want is just a couple little vibrations and then it fluttering back down to the bottom. So I'm going to continue along this path here. Hopefully we can find one or two and see if we can work out a pattern. If this doesn't work, I'm going to move on to something else. I'm going to move on to maybe using some plastics, maybe some live bait. The key for my first hour or so here is just trying to figure out what's going to work to put a few fish in the boat. So I'm going to get to it. Stay tuned. There's one. There's one. Feels pretty heavy. Feels like a pretty good one. Oh yeah. Of course I don't have the net ready, but figure this out. Okay, well this is my first desired species of the day. I did catch one sturgeon a little bit earlier. I actually caught it by the fin. This is a pretty nice sauger right here on that green glitter 3/8 ounce blade bait, just drifting down the channel. Get that guy back. Just drifting down the channel with the current, trying to keep it vertical. Little pops off the bottom is all I'm doing. I'm gonna keep after it, see if I can get some more. Stay tuned. One tip that can really help you out when you're vertical jigging, especially on a river system where you have some current, is using your trolling motor to control your speed. Right now my trolling motor's on and I've actually got the prop on 2.5, and there's a little bit of a wind coming down river which is pushing me just a little bit faster than the current, a little bit faster than I want to go. So I just adjust my trolling motor speed to keep me going this whatever speed I need to go to be able to keep my bait vertical. So that can change depending on the weight of my bait. If I went with a heavier bait, then I'd have to use my trolling motor a little bit less. If I had a lighter bait on, I'd use my trolling motor a little bit more, and then I adjust it as the wind changes. The wind just died down a little bit, so now I need to slow down the trolling motor. If the wind picks up a little bit, I gotta speed up my trolling motor to compensate. That's just one of those little tricks that can help you out, especially if you mainly fish lakes and you're not used to vertical jigging in the current. All right, I just missed one before, so might have just missed one right there. I'm gonna focus and see if I can get one of these. Stay tuned. There's one. There's one. Another one on that green blade. Switched up my tactic a little bit, but using the same bait. Now I'm spot locked and casting it and working it down with the current, and got this little guy, same green blade bait, kind of a glitter chartreuse glitter green 3/8 ounce blade. I'm gonna give this a little while longer and see how it goes. Stay tuned. There's one. There's one. This one feels a little better than the last one. Oh yeah. Might be time to get my net out. Nice sauger there. Another one on that green blade. Get him back. So this is what I've been using so far and what I've caught all the fish on. We're gonna get back after it. Stay tuned. There's one. This one feels pretty good. Oh yeah, walleye. All right, well, here is my first walleye of the day. That's a nice 15-incher, 15, maybe 16-incher. Get him back. Still doing that same thing. I'm spot locked, so I'm casting it upriver just a little bit and then slowly working it down with the current. And that's been kind of the key for the last little bit. So I'm gonna keep after it. This is fun. Stay tuned. There's one. First drop down with that green jigging wrap. All right, I just switched colors a little bit. I was using a purple Real Good minnow. I just switched over to a green jigging wrap. First drop, got this nice little sauger. Get him back. There's one. There's one. This one's on the green jigging wrap. There's another nice little sauger on the green jigging wrap. I'm starting to think that bright colors, chartreuse green, that's the ticket today, more than the style of bait. My two best baits have been that green sparkly blade and then that green jigging wrap, and I've tried a few other things and didn't really have any luck. So I'm thinking that bright green might be the ticket today. I'm gonna get back after it. Stay tuned. Here's one. Switch back to the green blade bait. The jigging wrap slowed down for me a little bit, so I switched back to the blade bait, man. Just got that little sauger. Green has definitely been the color today, and I've been switching back and forth between the 3/8 ounce blade bait and the number 9 jigging wrap. See if we can get some more. Stay tuned. There's one. Another one on the green blade. Ooh, this is a nice one. Another nice sauger. Just pitching that blade bait just up current and then working it back. Small twitches, that's the key. It's got more than that. Oh, there's a fish. So you guys can keep catching sticks and stuff. I'll just catch fish. Another little sauger on the green blade bait. Get them back, see if we can get some bigger ones. Stay tuned. There's one on the jigging wrap. Oh, it's a sturgeon again.
Shovel nose?
It's a little shovel nose. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but still a cool fish.
Stay tuned.
Get him back, see if we can get some more. Stay tuned. That one must have hit it on the drop. That's one of my nicer fish of the day. It's a real nice sauger right there. That was an example of one where I just cast it out, went to the bottom, went for my first pull of it, and it was there. So that one hit it when it dropped down. I'm gonna give this area right here just another couple minutes, and then I think I'm gonna try something else for a little while before I head out. Stay tuned. Okay, here is your Positively Fishing quick tip of the day. There have been two main baits that I've been using today. The first one is just this 3/8 ounce blade bait, and this is, it's a sparkly green color. That's been a really good color for me today. When I'm fishing this bait, my technique is I get it down to the bottom, and once it's on the bottom, it's just a quick pop. Quick pop, quick pop, quick pop. What that does is this blade flutters up and then falls back down, flutters up and then falls back down. We don't need it to flutter way up high and then drop back down and way up high. It's just subtle, just coming off the bottom quick and then going back down, coming off the bottom quick. So it's just a quick pop, back down, quick pop, back down, quick pop, back down. That's what I'm doing when I'm fishing it vertically. If I'm pitching it, if I'm casting it out, medium cast away from the boat, again, letting it drop all the way down to the bottom. There's a little breeze right here, so it's a little bit tricky to tell, but you can tell. Once it gets to the bottom, quick reel up the slack, quick pop, let it drop. Quick pop, let it drop. You're not actually reeling in the bait at all. All you're doing is picking up the slack with the reel. So that's what I've been doing with this 3/8 ounce or 1/4 ounce, whatever you want to use, or 1/2 ounce, this blade bait. The other bait that I've been using today is a number 9 jig and wrap. Now I had a green one on before. I lost that guy, so now I've got this orange guy on because it seems like bright is the story today. So this number 9 jig and wrap. And for this one, drop it down to the bottom. And then there's two ways. Either sharp snap, let it drop, sharp snap, let it drop, or just kind of a pull and let it drop. This one is a little more aggressive than the blade bait. Blade bait's a little more subtle. And this one, when you pull it up, it shoots to the side, it shoots to the other side. It's got that fin on the back that makes it dart around. And if I do cast it out, it's a short cast, and it's the same thing. Sharp pop or just a pull and then let it drop. And those have been the two techniques that I've been using today and had the most success with. I've tried a couple other things. I've tried pulling a Dubuque rig around. I've tried just a minnow. I've tried just a plastic, and I've caught fish. The two main baits today that have done the best for me is the number 9 jig and wrap and the 3/8 ounce blade bait. All right, I'm gonna get back to fishing. Stay tuned. There's one. Okay, it has been a little while for me. I moved around, I tried a couple different things, and went back to vertical jigging with that green 3/8 ounce blade bait and got that one to bite in about 20 to 24 feet of water here, and I'm spot locked in the current, just casting up current, working it back down with the current until I can't keep bottom contact anymore, and then I reel it up and do it again. So that's what I'm going to do now. Stay tuned. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. Oh. I don't know. Going to register this fish as a record. Yep. Well, this one's not very big, but it is a fish. Just got this nice little sauger. Went back to the jigging wrap. I was actually on the phone pulling a Ryan and got that guy. But I'm probably not going to give this very much longer. Probably going to head out here in a little bit, but maybe try to catch one more. See what happens. Stay tuned. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really helps us out a lot. Give us a like and leave those comments down below. We really like reading and responding to all those comments. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. There's one. Walleye. Walleyes usually do that, right? Either a sturgeon or a catfish. All right, well, this disgusting abomination is a lamprey. I am not going to touch it. I'm just going to shake it off with the pliers and pretend this never happened. Hold on, I gotta put you down so I can talk to the camera. That was my wife on the phone before, and I may have said I'd be home around 2:30, and it's now 4:30. So we're sort of on borrowed time now, but I don't know, maybe we'll get a couple more. We'll see. Stay tuned.